Greetings all and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. Another holiday replay for you. I keep calling these holiday replays, but you guys are going to be watching these way off in the distance. It's not going to be my holiday anymore. I recorded this other thing before I was going to Canada. Slaughter J and Chef Hengel. Alright, two of my guys. Alright, two of my boys. Alright, these boys joined me. Well, Chef Hengel definitely joined me in the Fun Cup. Slaughter J, they're regular features within the clan. Chef Hengel's my XO. He's my second in command guy in the clan. Slaughter actually is statistically one of my best players. There are very few players in my clan that actually have completely blue stats like that. So he does get around a bit. Alright, old Slaughter. And what he's going to do today is give us a freaking masterclass of driving American autoloaders. This is the T54e1, the Tier 9 American autoloading medium. The one that precedes the Daddy, the T57 Heavy. And basically, a couple of things you need, alright, to play an autoloader well. You need to pick your timings, you need to make sure you manage your reloads, alright, and do as much damage in every clip that you do. Alright, and Slaughter is basically going to show us how this is done. We're on Westfield, one of my least favourite maps, if I'm perfectly honest with you. And we've gone up to the usual medium tank hiding spot. Predominantly heavies on our side too. We don't have many tank destroyers. They've got a lot more tank destroyers than we have. But we're predominantly heavies. We outnumber their heavies by one. We've got one more medium than them, but they've got more tank destroyers. So it's pretty evenly matched. It's a very, well, Tier 8, Tier 9 game with a couple of Tier 7s. It's about even actually. 6 Tier 9s on each team. Tier 8s. Yeah, we're pretty even. Chef Engel's in his T54, and he's basically doing the early spotting alongside our little scout up here, our 1375, and we're basically just going to wait for the first few minutes of the game or so until we spot an Panzer. Best player on the enemy team. Unfortunately managed to get himself spotted. Bang. And a blind shot. Bang. That's the end of him. Now, Slaughter decides to go for a reload here. It's about a 33-second reload on this vehicle, so it's a significant amount of time. They're both on TeamSpeak. Alright, so we'll obviously be communicating that to Chris as well. Chris is Chef Hengel. Alright, and the 1375 is blind firing at something. I don't know what he's firing at. He's basically just giving his position away. But, okay, and he's basically now D4. I don't know why Slaughter's pinging D4. He didn't actually tell me. I think he's letting the friendlies heavies know that that location is basically not being covered. And this is where they decide, rid of the Ride of the Valkyries type thing now. Just to go. The MX-77 says ready, and he's going. We're fully loaded. Chris is ready within in the bush location, and this is a good scout. This guy basically says, "Are you ready?" And we're going to move with him. We're pushing together. All right. We only stop when we actually see something, and we spot one of the least likely tanks in this location. I would not have expected to see this T54 here. He is stock, and we're just going to make really good use of this clip. Once, twice. 3 times. Full clip. Good kiss, good night. Alright, this gun, it has mediocre penetration. It has 210 penetration for 390 alpha with 4 rounds in the clip. The standard AP ammo is not that great. 210 at tier 9 is not that fantastic. However, you've got to put this into context, guys. It's a medium tank. It's not supposed to be taking on IS-7s from the front. It's supposed to get them around the sides, when I found that 210 pen, if you play this properly, is more than adequate for the task. Now, the scout's basically done a suicide run here into the enemy tank destroyers, basically gets himself killed. He was doing really well up until then, and the boys decided not to go down there, but we do get side shots on some Ferdinands, and once, and twice. Oh, I bounced the second one. 3 times a lady. Beautiful. Now, do we reload here? Well, Slaughter decides to. One shell, it's a 30-second reload, you may as well do it now. There weren't any shots on the 30, and we've got a hill to climb. This is where a little bit of forward planning and awareness comes in with playing autoloaders. He knows he's not going to get shots on that Ferdinand, so he's using the time while he's climbing the hill. He's not doing anything. He'll be putting some fresh shells in his clip. He carries a little bit more premium ammo than I do. I only carry 8 premium rounds. He carries 12, no biggie, but I tend to go through the AP ammo quite quickly. In this vehicle. Sometimes I tend to spam a little bit more than what I should. Chris is having dramas down in the valley now. Now, something actually quite hilarious happens here. This is actually quite funny what happens in the next few minutes. We get spotted going up the hill, so the 30 can see us, I think. I think it was the 30 or the Tiger that saw us. So the enemy heavies are aware we're here. They know we're coming through the town. Just keep an eye on that E75. Alright, so we're scanning the horizon, looking for likely enemy camping spots. Alright, and we're getting a little bit of server lag. I'm getting a bit of a replay lag here, guys. I do apologise about that. Nothing I can do. Tiger 1, no shots on him. We're still making our way through the town. Chris is still making his way through the town as well. We've got backup. Can we see? No, we've still got buildings in the way. T29 is going round. We could support him. That would be good. Oh, Tiger. Hello, Tiger. Can we shoot you? Yes, we can shoot you. There we go. Now, unfortunately, when we do this, we get spotted. Alright, goes without saying. Fire once, has a long aiming time, this gun as well, and pretty shitty accuracy. That's the big thing that lets this gun down. We managed to get 2 into him, missed the third, and managed to slam the one. Beautiful. Managed to hit him. Now, check this big boy out. Oh, crap. Yeah. We've got a 30-second reload, and Chris is a little bit too far behind to actually support us. So what we basically do here, this is funny as hell. Check this out. He plants a shot into us, which is fine. Repair the driver, and run away! Chase me, chase me. A ring around the roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, and he bounces on our arse. Fantastic. And we've nearly completed the reload. And Chris puts one into him for us. And basically what we're going to do now is finish off the reload. The E75 backs off. Unfortunately, Chris takes a hit from something, and unfortunately the E75 kills him. Second shot bounces, so we move to improve the angle, and bang. We even got nursery rhymes, so it's still 9-9. We've lost quite a bit of our health. We've got 1 shell remaining. He's looking for a shot on the Tiger, but look at the eastern flank. Big problems here. Big problems. Flank's completely open. There were some tank destroyers in the lower valley, and basically now that's when the tank destroyer appears and takes out the artillery. So, being a map aware, as a better player that he is, okay, he realises that he needs to go back and defend. And this is a game crucial play here. If he hadn't have done this, they'd have lost. He's using the time to reload. You remember he only had 1 shell left. He's using the travel time to reload, and he times it pretty much perfectly. Alright, he's got about 5 seconds left on his reload. He hasn't even crested a hill yet. So he's fully loaded, and he's ready to rock and roll. Now, what could be down there? T28 or a 30? Well, he can clip both of them. He has potential damage of around about 1600 in a clip. So if he hits every shell, he can clip either of these 2 guys. Everyone else is spotted up further up. Obvious hiding spot. He's been spotted on the way through. 30 fires at him because the T28 stood there. Now he goes around the corner, takes him out. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. Keeps moving, takes a shit on the tracks from the Ferdinand, unfortunately, and goes for a reload because he's got hard cover there. The Ferdinand is going to take more than 30 seconds to get to him, and we've got support from the cliff. So we can use this time to reload. Again, smart use of reloads. He could have turned the turret around and fired that last shell, but he decided not to because he's got time to reload. It's better to have 4 in the clip than it is to have 1 in the clip. But now what he's done, because he's got that 1 shell remaining, he's got an odd number of shells in his ammo rack now. So if he does a full reload, this is his last full reload of AP. Once he's fired this shells, he's going to have to switch to APCR, which gets expensive. 105mm APCR premium ammunition costs a hell of a lot of money. And here comes the Ferdinand. He's a 1-shot though, if we roll high. We bounce the first one, hit the angle part of his upper plate, hit the flat bit. Unfortunately, oh no. Oh, he manages to take a shot at us. Bollocks, before he manages to kill him. And he responds in chat. This guy, check this out in chat. Keep looking at chat. Autoloader retard. Well, apparently retards can do nearly 6,000 damage and 6 kills. Yeah. The response is brilliant though. Ain't I just? That's a lot of sense of humour. That's why we keep him around. Yeah. That's why we keep him around. He's a funny guy. Right, so, going to speed up the replay slightly now because we're just going to mop up. And basically, in the chat, Slaughter basically pleads with the team. I'm going to show you what it does. I'll slow the replay down when it does. He's just going to make his way around the flank. I think that means, for the love of God, stay alive. And he wants that STI to stay alive. Big kudos to this STI, or this ST1. He really does do a fantastic job here. Now, I was kind of shitting my pants when I thought he was going to go over that ridge. I was kind of questioning his judgment here, but he does make good use of these bushes as he comes up, and he wants he uses this bush here, and we've got a side shot on the tortoise. Now he's loaded the gold. He's not done it, I don't think, for reasons of penetration. I think he's just done it because his AP no longer has full reload potential. He's only going to get 2 rounds out of a reload. He's going to keep his remaining 2 shells in the breach, just to basically wait and see if the ST1 can spot the Ag Tiger. And I'm so glad he doesn't push over this open field. I know that another player might have done this, but not somebody of Slaughter's caliber. He decides to use a bit of angling, and still use the bush cover from the Ag Tiger's last known location. And this is what you need to start doing, guys, is using these icons here, these last known locations. He's put the bush between him and the Ag Tiger and decides, look, I'm not going to be able to go around here. Alright, I can use this time, alright, to flank around. This is the time he doesn't go for a reload. I was expecting him to reload here, but he knows from his thing that the Tiger's a one-shot for him. Alright, he can shoot the Tiger, kill him, and hopefully reload for the Ag Tiger in time because he's got support from the ST1. The time he used, he could have probably used this to reload to be a bit more safer, but to be honest, he must have been, you know, well, bang, misses the shot. If that Ag Tiger, this is the point where the only mistake I think he made here was if that Ag Tiger had been supporting that Tiger, you'd have been in trouble here. But, you know, hindsight being 2020, that was the only reload mistake I think I could spot. Other than that, perfectly played. You know, nearly just over 6k damage, and he says that there, 1 for Radley's, 8 kills. I think the ST1 lets him get it. I think the ST1 does the right thing here. I think the ST1 holds his fire. Let's just double check if he actually holds his fire. He's going to spot the Ag Tiger. He's not even looking the right way. Yeah, there's the Ag Tiger. We've just reloaded in time, and the ST1's still driving the wrong way. Manages to turn around. And I think he holds his fire. Yeah, he did hold his fire. Well played, ST1. Well played. GG. Yeah. This replay is titled T54e1 all the medals on WoT Replays. You just get quite a few. He gets a mastery badge. He gets a demolition expert. He actually calls an ammo rack of a tank. I didn't actually see that. Was that the Ag Tiger at the end, maybe? I don't know. Let's have a look. Nope. It was probably one of the other tanks. I didn't actually see it. Maybe the T28. I'm not sure. Okay. 5 for effect. Duelist. Hand of God. Survive and win the battle having received damage from at least 4 different enemy vehicles. Bruiser. Radley Walters medal. High caliber. Top gun. And tank sniper. Now with this gun, tank sniper is actually quite difficult to get because the accuracy is pretty crap. Yeah. Yeah, that was well done. 6,000, just shy of 6,500 damage and 8 kills. Yeah, I class that as a carry. Big shout out though to the WZ11111114 on the enemy team. All right, he did really well as well, 4,500 damage, and also to the Tortoise. He did his fair share of damage as well. But the real star of the show was Slaughter J there. Cost a fair bit of money. To be banging gold through this gun costs you. It's not cheap to fix either. But, you know, you always carry those premium shells for that moment, okay, when you really just need to just not have to freaking worry about aiming. Just shoot shit and hope it dies. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Take care, and I'll catch you next time. GG. Bye now.